Hey Firefly, how was your day? Did you have dinner already? Not yet. Why not? Were you waiting for me? Hmm? Oh, I sound weird. I'm sorry, Firefly, I'm not feeling okay, but I'm on the bus on my way home, so I might as well buy us some dinner first. I'm so glad you were able to relax today. Working on the weekend was unexpected for the both of us, so yeah, it's good that you could chill and relax for a while. I'll be home in 30 minutes max. I can't wait to see you, Firefly. I missed you. Oh, you missed me too. Oh, that will be solved very soon, Firefly. See you at home. Firefly, I'm home. Easy now with those hugs, sweetie. You almost made me drop our dinner for the night. God, I am so glad to finally be home. It was a rough weekend being without my precious little Firefly. What did I buy for dinner? Well, that's a surprise until we are both settled in on the couch with a movie in the background. Sounds great. I see that someone is excited, and yeah. I also got us some drinks, so you can let go now, Firefly. What you want to watch? Maybe a Marvel movie? No? Then... Oh no. No, no, and no. We're not watching A Silent Voice again. What do you mean with why? I don't want to be a crying mess, Firefly. Shush, don't call me honey. Now, we already watched that movie last weekend. 6 times only on Saturday, in case you don't remember. No, don't look at me with your sad puppy dog eyes. No, Firefly, please. Fine, but only once, and then we just go and cuddle in bed. I really need my favorite heat source after such a long weekend. Yes, Firefly, even when it's so close to summer, I demand my favorite heat source to cuddle with me in bed, or I won't be able to sleep. Now, come on. Let's enjoy our dinner while watching this movie that will make me cry again. Is something the matter, Firefly? You've been staring at me for 10 minutes now. Do you want to tell me something? You... You want to know why I sounded so weird when I called you earlier? It's just... I was talking with my little sister on the phone before calling you. She was crying and I was also crying, so... Yeah, that's what happened. Why was she crying? Oh god. Well, don't you want to finish the movie first? I will take that as a no, honey. I want you to talk with me. Long story short, my parents were total assholes during this weekend. They ruined my little princess's birthday, and they also managed to get me feeling like shit. You know very well how much they despise the idea of me being a writer and making a living thanks to it. Hell, they even called my last book trash. Yes, Firefly, the one that I released last year that you loved so much, and that a lot of people seem to find interesting for when I was able to read on letters and online feedback. Well, they called that book trash to make their real words not seem so harsh, and they didn't even read it. They heard about it from My Little Princess and immediately decided that it was not worth their time. Hey, Firefly, it's okay for real. I I'm okay and whoa there. That was an unexpected hug, but thanks, Firefly. Can you please? Yes, thank you. Can I cry for a little bit? You're right, you're right. I don't have to ask you for your permission to cry. Firefly, do do you mind if we don't finish the movie and we cuddle in bed? Whoa, that took me by surprise, Firefly. Sometimes I forget how strong you are. Can you don't let go at all? You would never let me go. Thanks, Firefly. I love you so much. Mm, you want me to read my book to you? But Firefly, you already read it and it's a long book. I don't think that only your favorite part. I know which part it is, but I still don't think that. Oh, you want me to read it for you because you love my writing and my voice is calm and soothing and helps you to sleep? Okay, if that's what my Firefly wants, then I will read your favorite part to you. Do you have your copy of the book around? Under your pillow? Why is it? You know what? It doesn't matter. Hiding behind a tree, there was a little cat. It was small and it was meowing with such a sad tone that it shattered Adam's heart. He looked around trying to find the kitten's mother, but there was no other cat around, and Adam didn't know what he could do. He could just leave, ignore the small black cat, and continue with his journey back home. But he could also pick up the cat, run to his best friend's house, and ask her dad to take a look at the kitten, even if it was his day off. What was the best decision for him? He was tired, completely exhausted after his rough day at school. His only desire was to reach his room, put some music on his headphones, and then draw until the exhaustion managed to make his body surrender to sleep. But Adam didn't want to see his mother at all, his more than disappointed mother, the woman who, whatever he did to try and please her, would never be proud of him. He picked an option quite easily, and before he didn't even notice how tired his legs were from running, and how badly his arms were bleeding from multiple scratches, he managed to reach Lily's house with the black kitten in his arms. He was about to call her when the door was open. It was Rachel, Lily's mom, who seemed surprised to see him at her house doors, but she didn't question it. Rachel only eyed the little kitten, smiled at him, and asked Adam if he wanted some tea or juice. He declined, even when he was more than thirsty, but his last desire would be bothering the kind woman who treated him as if Adam was her son instead of her daughter's best friend. Dylan, Lily's dad, didn't take that long to make his appearance, and Adam didn't need to say a word. He just picked the cat from his arms, smiled at him, and said with a very kind voice, "The kitten will be okay, son. Thanks for bringing it to me. I will make sure to look at it the best I can with the equipment that I have in here. Now, let Rachel take care of those scratches. It seems that the little one was a fiery cat. After that, he laughed a bit and left with a still meowing cat in his arms, leaving Adam completely alone in the living room. His loneliness didn't last long. Loud footsteps coming from upstairs could be heard, and in such a short time his best friend Lily was hugging him with a big smile on her face that didn't last long. She started pouting and scolded him for not picking the kitten with a jacket or something instead of doing it with his bare hands, that he could have avoided those serious scratches and so on, until her mom finished treating his multiple but not so severe wounds. He spent a couple of hours at his best friend's house, just chatting with her while her dad was checking the kitten. Still, Adam couldn't help but wonder what could have happened to its mom. Why was it alone in such a dangerous part of town? He was worried about the little one, and Lily noticed that with just a small glimpse of his body language. "You want to keep the kitten, eh?" "I'm not so sure, Li. It's a cute fellow, but you know my mom, and that she would never let me keep it even if I beg her," he said in a sad tone, letting out a big sigh and ruffling his own hair. "I'm worried about why it was out there, alone, but I can't do anything about that." What you say if we keep it here? I know that Mom and Dad won't be against it, and it would also be an excuse for you to spend less time at home. I know how tense everything is with your mom, so having a pet in a safe space is a good way of working on yourself so that you can keep going, eh? Louise smiled at him after saying that, her big, bright, and cheerful smile that managed to make Adam laugh. "If Aunt Rachel and Uncle Dylan don't mind having me almost every day here and having a cat around." "They would love to have you here, eh? My parents have loved you since we were kids, and you even call them Aunt and Uncle instead of Miss and Mister." "That's because Aunt Rachel made me and your dad was, then call me Uncle, after she convinced me." They both stayed in a short silence and then started laughing, like the two teenagers that they were, not knowing that the little cat that Adam picked up that day would be the beginning of a long roller coaster in their lives. Look at you already asleep was just a short story. Thanks for staying with me, Firefly, and thank you for holding me as tight even when you were asleep. You even called my name while being asleep. You are such a cutie, Firefly. I love you too, my precious Firefly. Have sweet dreams.